There are some things that the regular SEAL teams do better than development group. It's not that one is better or worse. It's that DEVGRU is funded and manned to be the best in the world at, like I said, this very small piece of the pie.
You were troop commander at Naval Special Warfare Development Group.
That's right.
Won't say the other name, but we've had presidents that have slipped up and said it. But it is one of two of the premier special operations units, not just in our country, in the world, and service in the command element there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible, an incredible accomplishment for you in your career, and I mean to lead some of the most elite warriors on the planet.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate.
Yeah, I've seen, got to have a role in supporting work in there. And,
Right.
And my observation is the individuals that work there are the most high level professionals that I've ever been around. That was blown away. I mean, I'd heard before going to go there and you see it. It's like, wow, these guys are the real deal. And,
it's very impressive. Yeah.
And the capability in so officers as well, everybody goes to green team and you do another year of training. And then you get selected. And what's for an officer there? What's the kind of path, the career path? Yeah.
So, there's a lower ratio of officers there in like a SEAL troop there than there are at regular SEAL teams. It's pretty much you. So, at a regular SEAL team, if you're a troop commander, well, you've got 2 platoon commanders under you. And then underneath them, they've got a couple assistant officers in charge as well. So as you know, that's a lot of opportunities to delegate some work down.
Right.
We're going to professionally develop you, young junior officer. Let me give you some of this work, administrative, whatever, planning, mission planning, whatever. At DEVGRU, you're it, man. The troop commander is the lowest officer on the totem pole there. So you come out of green team, you jump into a troop there, and you're the guy running that troop. I shouldn't say running that troop. You're the guy in command of that troop.
Right. You got the chiefs. The troop chief. Run.
Yeah. A really good friend of mine characterized it very well. He says, you control the mission. Your troop chief controls the men. And I like the way he describes that. Now the men are part of the mission. So you're in command of that. The buck stops with you. You're the decision maker, but your troop chief is running the men and the different team leaders, and they have the autonomy on the battlefield. Whereas you have overall command of the mission, to include all the maneuver elements, air, ground, your troops, whatever. So very, very fun, very fast paced. And there's a lot on your shoulders as a troop commander there. I said, no one really to delegate down to. It's kind of you. So a lot of mission planning, a lot of late nights and a lot of deployments.
But there's a lot of things you don't have to deal with that you would deal with as an officer at a vanilla SEAL team. I don't know, that's an insulting word to say.
It's funny. It comes up. I mean, I don't think it's insulting to say, but some people have over time interpreted it as offensive. And so
same as enabler, right? Enabler sounds bad.
Right. But it's like, no, essential, man. Right? Yeah. And I'll be quite frank. There are some things that the regular SEAL teams do better than development group.
Of course. Yeah.
So it's not that one is better or worse. It's that DEVGRU is funded and manned to be the best in the world at, like I said, this very small piece of the pie. So they're the best at that stuff 100% because they dedicate the time and resources to it.
It's very laser focused.
They're laser focused. And that doesn't make them the best at everything. And that's a misnomer that a lot of people get. They'll be like, oh, he's a DEVGRU SEAL. He's the best at everything now. No, it's just not true. Love those dudes, and hopefully they're not offended by me saying that, but that's the truth.
Yeah,
I've worked with them all, SEAL teams, undersea, and DEVGRU, and man, no one's the best at everything.
Right.
And to include when you talk SEALs versus Rangers and Green Berets and everything else, dude. Yeah. Any given day, no one's the best at
Everybody has a different mission, different skill sets.
Absolutely.
All those jobs are different. Special operations is not one thing.
Know your lane, be the best at it.
Yeah. Well, when I say vanilla SEAL teams, I mean the traditional SEAL teams,
tracking.
Right? So the leadership there can be different because now you're dealing with young guys getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Like you're not dealing with a lot of that at DEVGRU.
That is absolutely true. You have to be a couple years in the SEAL teams. I think as an enlisted guy, you have to do 2 platoons. So you're at least 4 years into being a SEAL post the 64-week pipeline program before you can even screen for DEVGRU. And as an officer, I think it's even a little bit longer timeline-wise the way it works. So yes, you end up getting a force that's kind of worked out all their young mistakes, their immaturity, the human brain's not done developing till like 25. And I think in some dudes, it's closer to like 35.
Yeah.
So I think the average age of DEVGRU is like 33 is the average operator. So yeah, you get a more mature force. They're looking at it from a seasoned perspective for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that, as a offshore, better than me, you spend a lot of your time dealing with people problems,
liberty incidents. Yes.
So you deal with less there. That's with at the command, you're out there hunting the most wanted terrorists in the world. That's at least in the last 25 years. I think that's what the command's primarily been focused on.
Yeah.
And what's it like leading in that capacity? Like to know that you're responsible for going after the world's most wanted terrorist.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intoxicating. I've talked a little bit about this over the years. I imagine it's like being on one of the most proficient, like high-end sports teams in the world, where there's that flow, where everyone knows their job, everyone's working together well. They're not competing with each other as much as they are complementing each other and working together as a team at a very, very fast pace. But at a command like that, it's with high stakes.
Yes.
And so it's incredibly intoxicating, and it's just fun to be a part of that. It's humbling, but it's fun to be a part of that and know that I have a role here and I'm contributing to this awesomeness. And it's just you get so sucked into it. One guy said it really well. It's probably a little offensive, but he said this place is like heroin. He didn't take heroin, so I don't think he really knows. But he said, I imagine it's like
addictive.
heroin. Yeah, I know it's probably bad for me in the long run because I'm just going. But and I plan to quit one day, but after the next hit.
Yeah.
And I like the way he framed that because it's fun. It's great. It's a great season of life. I've talked a lot about how hard that is though to sustain over the years and how I think when you're doing dark work, even for a noble cause over time, that dark work can have dark consequences, and it can start to affect the human and the brain and your psyche and your personality. And I saw that with myself. I saw it with some of my teammates.
It changes the culture.
It does. It does. It does. It does. And so it's necessary work. It's noble work. It's virtuous work. There are evil people in this world that need to be hunted down 100%. But it comes at a cost. And I think I hope that's what the American public recognizes. And when they say thank you for your service, I hope that's what they acknowledge, that, hey, it wasn't just the time away. This came at a very high human cost for these guys. And I didn't even do half the time that some of my friends have done there. I mean, by the time I even got there, the guys I was leading in my troop, the guys I was in command of in my troop, some of them already had double-digit deployments to Afghanistan. So I'm rolling with these guys like, golly, dude, you've been doing this dark work for a long time.
Yeah.
And some of them held up with incredible resiliency over a decade plus.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And some of them didn't. There's a cost.
Yes.
Your marriages failed. Some guys became alcoholics, over the years for sure. Especially as they leave that place. You've talked about this with a lot of guys, as that becomes part of your identity because you go all in on this. It really does become part of your identity. Dudes get the tats. Yep. We go all in on the culture.
It's impossible to transition away from. They feel it's impossible to transition.
And it is. I mean, it really is. It's incredibly difficult. So it's a great place. It's a great place.